Open a Fifi. She's discovered it. One for you. You can't both fit your heads in there. Oh dear, bunnies. Good morning, cat. Okay, wait, let me put them over there. There you go. Gerry. Is there? Good boy. Good morning, Carl and Lazybutt and Palin and Gwenny. How you doing? How's it going? Good morning, Chronicle and Shark Dog and David. There you go. Morning, Monday. Morning, Joe. Oh. Emma, thank you very much for the 26 months. 26 months of Bonui. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're doing good. Oh. And Rob, thank you very much for the 37 years of Bunny. A dear too as well. Thank you. That is very kind of you. Very kind of you. Good morning, Numi and Thomas and Zara. It is not it's not a greens day today, for it is Friday, so there'll be a banana day today. I spent a lot of yesterday thinking it was Friday, but I'm sort of like 90% sure today is Friday. So it'll be a banana day. Not a coriander day. So much potassium, yeah. Getting all them patats from a patat. Good morning, Greg. It's 2 a.m. here? Oh my gosh. Go to snoozing. Gotta get them good honk shoes and those mimis. I was so tired when I went to bed last night. I ended up not putting on my story. Because when I was on holiday, morning, Kai. When I was on holiday, I managed to get to sleep without any more help than just good old-fashioned snooziness. So when I got back, I decided, okay, I'm going to try and not rely on a story to get to sleep. And sorry, I'm slightly distracted because I have I have a good tuft going with Jerry's bum. So I've managed it for quite a while, but then when I wasn't feeling very well, I did end up using my story in the end. But then tonight, managed without it, which is quite nice. I'm doing more tiny teams today. So I've got my tiny teams 3 days in a row. I had Sarah and Shadow yesterday, then today we're doing our normal Kirby slot. And then on Saturday, oh, that's a good one. On Saturday, Kirsty and I have the first one of the day. So yeah, we'll be starting off tomorrow. Gerry and Ffion are a tiny team. They are a tiny team of trouble. They were in my dream last night, these two. This particular tiny team. I didn't record the dream though because it was a bit argumentative. I didn't think that was a good vibe to bring to the podcast. But yeah, hello. Not with the bunnies though. I wasn't arguing with them. There was another character in the dream. Hello. Whenever I have to sleep in barracks with others, I struggle to fall asleep for the first night because I'm so accustomed to falling asleep to YouTube. Yeah, it can be difficult. That's why I'm trying to train myself to like, hello. You really do be wanting to sniff. Hang on, the duck is sliding. Let me put my leg here so the duck isn't moving. There you go. I don't have any more pellets. You eated them all. You did. I'm sorry, baby boy. Oh, did you just nibble me? confuse me. So this morning, because we're still sleeping in the back bedroom, and Alex exercises in there because we've got a cross trainer in there. So I got kicked out early in the morning, and I was like so sleepy still that I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna go and have a naughty little nap on the sofa. I'd also had quite an interesting dream, and I wanted to carry it on. So thank you for the follow, by the way. And he really wants more pellets. This boy's so hungry. Why this boy so hungry? Do you really want more? Oh my goodness, this guy. I can't get you more pellets. I've never seen you so insistent about pellets before. Okay, I'll go get you a few more. But I have to put the phone down because... Okay, wait, I'll put it... Oh, hang on, I'll put it here. Fifi, don't knock it over. And I will get you more. But I need both hands. Come in, you babies. Oh my goodness, what a grumpy boy. Wait, do you not actually want them? After all that kerfuffle? Gerry, what is it? Oh, I'm so confused. What is it him wanted, Fifi? He was so insistent. Oh my gosh. Maybe if I take them to him, what if they're in the bowl? Gerry? You just want them out the bowl on your blankie, okay. Okay, I see. He wanted them in a particular fashion, which I had not supplied. Didn't get his blankie pellets, yeah. Oh my goodness. He's such a prince. Bless him. Come on in, Rob. There you go, Gerry. What was I gonna say? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I came downstairs and I had a little nap on the sofa because I was like, oh, I don't feel like... I was like, really, I should get up and work, but I don't feel like I've had enough sleep because the last 2 days have really taken it out of me. So, good morning, Katie. So, I was like, okay, I'll have a little nap on the sofa. And I woke up and I just had this weight on my feet. And I was just like, what's happening? I looked down because I was sort of like curled round. And I peeked over my knees. I could just see Fifi peeking at me. And I was just like, hello. And then she jumped over my knees and came and sat with me for a bit. I tried to give her cuddles, but she was like, no, just inspecting. So I was like, okay. And then I nodded off a little bit and I woke up and I was like, I can hear like a strange noise woke me up. And I was like, I can't tell what this noise is. I'm going to have to open my eyes and inspect because one of the bunnies is doing something and I don't know what it is. So I opened my eyes. And Gerry was just sat up on the footstool and he was just chewing on my notebook and it was making a really strange noise. I was just like, yeah, he'll get bored eventually, it's fine. Funny little guy. I was hoping that he'd jump down when he saw me and jump over, but he did not. He just stayed up there for ages. Will the buns sleep on you whilst you nap? Unfortunately, no. I see so many videos of people who can have naps on the sofa and their bunnies will come up and join them. Or they have bedrooms on the ground floor so that the bunnies would come in with them, but ours just aren't that level of cuddly. Like, Gerry likes being cuddled in the sense that he wants you to give him pets, but this just being next to you for the sake of being next to you, he's not usually that fussed about. He's sometimes like that. He's sometimes good morning. He's sometimes like, if I'm just sat doing something in the room, I'll just feel a little weight suddenly against my leg or my bum, and he's just like flopped against me, and I'm just like, oh, hello. But it's quite rare. He normally wants active cuddles rather than passive cuddles, don't you? Don't you, baby boy? Yeah. Cuddly little guy. Are you satisfied now you've had your blanket pellets as well? I guess he's just used to his breakfast being in 2 courses now. There's the rug portion and the blanket portion. Bless he. Mr. Hunts, hello. So yeah, I was saying, so tiny teams today, 2 till 5, in the Kirby slot, and then I've got an early morning with Kirsty. Well, early on the schedule, not particularly early, it's 11 till 2. And then, yeah, that's my tiny team's time done. So I'm hoping that I can play some of the games through, maybe look for some nice demos and play them through on Monday. So I'll have a look through the list and pick some out for that. It's early morning for Kirsty. It's early morning for gamers. But yeah. You okay, Gerry? You suddenly got a toffee. Good morning, Drew. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, I won't be streaming. And then Sarah said something about not doing Tis the Kingdom this week. So I don't know if they're still... I don't know why, as in next week. So, morning, James. So I don't know if there's something happening next Thursday, but maybe I could do more Tiny Teams games then. I don't know. But yeah. And then she'll be back to Stardew on Friday. And then the week after that, I'll just talk you through all of August for me. Oh, of course, it's the bingo, isn't it? I forgot it was that day. Yes. And then the week after that is the wrestling in Cardiff that I'll be going to, which I'm excited for. But I think I can still stream on that day. I don't think it's until later, but I'll have to see what the others say that we're going with. Whether it be a half day or what. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so sleepy this week. Did Kim get her front row seats? No, Kim's with us for this one, but for Wembley, she's very near the front. I did see today, I got a message from a friend saying that they had actually got tickets in the end because they weren't going to go, but they were like, they've released a bunch of cheaper seats. So they're actually there on the ground floor, not too far away from the ring. And I was just like, oh, I could have held out. I could have held out and got the ground. But to be honest, it's difficult to know when it's an arena that you've not been to before, a venue you've not been to before, what it's going to be like. But when we went to Wembley last year, it was good for seeing the wrestlers come in because we were like next to the entrance. It wasn't a ramp in this case. It was just a walk along the floor. But it was good seeing them come in. But the actual like ring itself, we couldn't see anything apart from if they were on the top rope. So I think now we're like the first of the raised seats, or like the second row of the raised seats, but like near the front of them. I think it might be, we might actually have a better view. We're further back, but a better view of the wrestling, if that makes sense. Morning, Hansen. Within booing distance as the heels walk past, yes. So there are there are seats still available for like on the floor level. But I think we'll stick with the ones that we have. There are some that look like they would have, because it's one of those things that being in the same place as we were before might be good because it's such a smaller place. But I don't know. But either way, it'll be a nice day out. A nice, wholesome, fun day out. And hopefully no one will get hurt. But yeah, it made me so happy the other day because there were some friends who Alex and I introduced to wrestling, and then I got a message saying, we went to our first local wrestling show and really enjoyed it. Thank you for introducing us to wrestling. And I was like, yay! I'm glad. And so yeah. Fingers crossed. It is sweet, yeah. I'm adamant no one will get hurt. I hope so, because one of my favourite wrestlers is out for the rest of the year because he got an injury the other week, which is really sad. He got like I don't know the details of it, but I watched the match, but I saw that he got knocked out, but I didn't see the I don't know the ins and outs of why his recovery is going to take so long. But yeah, he got like a flying knee to the head, which is like not a uncommon move, but somehow it just landed wrong and he went down, and he was meant to be pinned and then 2 count kick out sort of thing, but he just did not kick out, and you can see the referee being like, are you okay? I guess we count to 3 now. Okay. One of these days wrestling will sponsor breakfast with the buns. Yay! What's the food like at wrestling venues? I guess the ones that we go to see locally in Bristol, it's literally like it's in a school, and the place where they sell drinks and stuff is like the tuck shop. So it's basically just like tins of pop and chocolate bars. I saw you go to bite me then. I happened to move out the way in time, but I saw your intentions. You trying to bully me, eh? You trying to bully me? You get away with it though, because you're beautiful. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I had a dream when I was on the sofa, having seen Fifi and Gerry jump up on that. I had a dream that I woke up and Fifi was just up on the mantelpiece and she was like sniffing at the TV, and I was just like, oh, Fifi, get down safely. And then she like jumped off onto the arm of the sofa, and I took a photo in my dream, and I remember being so sleepy that I was like, was that real? Did she really do that? And I was like, well, I'll check my phone because you can't take photos in dreams, so. Hello. So yeah, twas a dream. But yeah, I guess this place, because it's is it the Utilita Arena in Cardiff? So I guess it's just whatever the usual food is there. But when we went to Wembley, I think they did have like a running pebble. I think they do have like maybe a vegan burger somewhere. And the vegan options at I mean, obviously it's arena food, so it's not ever going to be like, the best food in the world. But the ones we had at Birmingham for the Dota, that had loads of vegan options. It was really good. But yeah, Wembley was a bit more. I think I just had some popcorn because that was the safest option. Um, but I don't know what this one is like in Cardiff because I've not been to it before, so I have to have a peepers. Hiccup. I don't remember if they had falafel. Maybe. Mayhaps. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then on the Saturday, we have the Wembley watch party. So, gonna hopefully have lots of snacks and watch the wrestle and have a good time. Come on in, Turkey. So yeah, August is planning out to be a nice month, touch wood, fingers crossed. Everything goes well, no one gets injured. But I am sad because I don't even know if that wrestler was going to be coming over to Cardiff, but I guess now it's like he's definitely not going to be. And he was starting to get more and more noticed as well because he was usually on like one of the, because AEW has like, which wrestler was it? A guy called Dalton Castle. And oh my gosh, he's so good. We didn't see him when we were watching it before, Rob. But he is, he's so good. I love his wrestling. I love his gimmick. I love his entrance. I love his costumes. Everything about him. He's just like so good. Sounds like there is actually a place in the UK called Dalton Castle. Genuinely, but it's not him. We're also the same height and we have the same birthday, so I was just so excited to see him. But alas, no, he's been knocked out for the rest of the year. Because of, I guess, concussion. I guess there were complications, but yeah, sad. But hopefully he will make a comeback. And I think he's had like a couple of like he used to have these, it used to always be Dalton Castle and the boys, and he had these men that would come in and they would be dressed like peacocks and they would accompany him and then he would feed them imaginary seed out of his hands as part of his entrance. And it was really cool, and then they would just like help him if he ever got like knocked out of the ring. They would carry him back in and stuff like that. And now they got stolen by another wrestler and he doesn't have his boys anymore, and he has these other people that accompany him now, but they don't quite know the routine, and oh my gosh, it's a whole thing. We went to a festival to see the Longest Johns the other day. There's a group there called Shameless Oblivion and the Megadeth Morris Men. That group name goes hard. Oh my gosh. Not a concussion. He has torn biceps. What? Oh no. It's sort of a comfort zone Patreon content. You and Kirsty go to one of those wrestling training sessions. Oh jeez. Oh no. Do you know, the other day I went trampolining with a children's party, and there was part of the trampolining circuit where you had to all it was that you you climbed up this thing and then you jumped down onto like a massive cushiony thing. And I was like, oh, that's fine. I can do that. And I climbed up the thing. And then as soon as I went to jump down, I was like, I can't do this. That's too high. I cannot do this. And everything in my body was just telling me, like, why would you jump down? That, like, this isn't how you survive. Just don't jump down. And I did manage to do it. And then I forced myself to do it again because I was like, I'm going to conquer this. But I was thinking the height that I jumped must have been about the height that they jumped down off of the top ring. And I was like, at the top rope even. And I was like, how do they do that? And they're not landing on like a 7-foot high cushion. They're just landing on floor. How do they do it? I do not understand. I don't think I could be a wrestler. And apparently the ropes are like so much harder than you think they are. So even when you see them like bouncing between the ropes, apparently that is like a lot more painful than you would imagine. And I guess as well, like I just wouldn't trust myself to take the falls because it's one of those things that it's all safe if you like land correctly. But if you, because didn't, what'd you call it? Tom Scott, he did wrestling training, didn't he? And he was saying about how it's all about like falling correctly onto your back. Wait, was it? No, it wasn't Tom Scott I'm thinking of. It was there was a different YouTuber that I don't know the name of, but I watched a video. He went to Japan and he did training, it turned out, with Takeshita, and now Takeshita is part of AEW because when he first had his like reveal, I think it must have been a Forbidden Door event, and he appeared and we were like, hang on a minute, that's the guy who trained that random YouTuber we watched doing wrestling. But I think Tom Scott has also done a wrestling video, but there's that, I think he did one did he do a UK one? I don't think he went to Japan for the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, it is very much like just knowing how to fall properly onto your back. And oh my gosh, Gerry, look at your little mohawk. Doing the whatchamacallit, the correct, like putting your arms out and stuff and slapping the floor with your hands for the noises and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I need to get some sort of mount for my camera so that I can pet the bunnies when they're like this. I can give them both the cuddles they deserve. Tea. Oh, sorry, Fifi, I've tickled you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, baby. Tea. But yeah, I'd still be curious to give it a go. But I don't think I would be I don't think I would be very good at. I just get that thing, I guess it sort of develops in adulthood for most people, not wrestlers, but where I go to do something and I just stop. It's like I was watching some of the pole vaulters the other day, and one of them, he had like 3 no vaults or whatever they're called, because he just ran forward and then just like stopped. Just didn't actually go up. And I was like, that's what I would do. That's what I always did whenever I tried high jump, was I'd get up to the thing and then I'd be like, no, I'm not jumping up that high. What the heck? But yeah, Do. So yeah, I don't think I would make a very good wrestler. Because of that. Do. But yeah, I'll just have to go and keep on watching it instead. Cheering and booing. Although, to be honest, even when I go and see the Hills, I don't really boo anyone. I still appreciate them. Is wrestling happening in Olympics? I don't know where they're at with the Olympic wrestling. I don't know if that's all done yet, because I was watching some the other day, so I don't know if they're finished with that. Or, but yeah. Oh. It's slowly coming through, Gerry. It's slowly meeting, not quite in the middle, but you're slowly getting rid of your little moat line on your face. I think breakdancing is today. Good morning, Cyan. Good morning. But yes, that's probably enough wrestling talk. I realise for people who aren't into wrestling, it's just like blah 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 blah, place name, blah 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 blah, name. But yeah, morning, Dawson. See your itchy boy now. Oh, look at all those tufts. Look at all those butt tufts, Fifi. I could get those. America did so well on the track and field yesterday. That was I think there was a world record. There were 2 gold medals. I think 2 silver medals as well. And poor Lyles finding out that he had COVID, and he still managed to run. What was it? Did he get a bronze medal? And then he started feeling a bit off, and he was like wheeled out in a wheelchair, and then it turned out that he had COVID, and he still managed to do that, and I'm just like, bloomin' heck. How? But hopefully he'll be okay. Because he did look like he was struggling a wee bit at the end. Boop. Me whenever Kirsty mentions Final Fantasy, yeah. But yeah. I wonder, oh yeah, the skateboarders are very young, aren't they? There was one who, I thought there was one who was like, wasn't there one who was 11 and about to turn 12 or something? Or was it 12 about to turn 13? Because I was reading about the oldest and the youngest athletes of this year's Olympics, and the oldest was 65. And I was like, blimey, maybe one day I will be in the Olympics. Oh, Gerry, you got your spoopy eye again. Got them spoopies. They were one of the horse people, but I can't remember if they were dressage or someone else. But yeah, it was something horsey. Had a 65-year-old. But yeah. There are a few sports that I was watching this year that I was thinking like, oh, I'd be curious to know, like, to look up the rules of some of the sports. Because I was watching the javelin yesterday, and I was wondering, because there was times when they would like throw. I assume that there's a line at the front because you're not allowed to be over that when you throw the javelin. But there were times when they'd already thrown it and then they'd cross it and they'd get a no throw, and I was just like, oh, I guess you're just not allowed to cross that line whatsoever. But I mean, I did miss the beginning of it, so maybe they do give like a little summary of it. But yeah, I need to read the rules. But there was one guy who I think won it who was absolutely amazing. He didn't even look as if he was like, as if he like his throws didn't look loads of effort. Some of them were like yeeting them and then falling over because they'd exerted their throw so much, sort of thing, and the energy had just carried them over. Whereas this guy was just sort of like, just chuck it. It's like, blimey. And he was getting like, I can't remember where he got in the end. I can't remember if he was over 90 or just before 90. Morning, Lamboto. But yeah, it was the guy from Pakistan. He was just, but he just did not look like he was, like, obviously he was, putting effort into it, but he looked so casual about it for how well he was doing. I was like, blooming heck. But yeah, oh, sorry, Gerry. I just made his tail shake. But then there was one guy who I can't remember where he was from, and he literally like threw it and then had done it with so much effort that he had just like fell forward and had to roll over so that he didn't cross the line. I was like, blimey. But yeah. Turns out in javelin you're not allowed to throw it into the crowd and impale your father, tradition or something. Well, you're not allowed to? What was the one? I'm trying to think what wasn't javelin that Perseus kills his grandfather with, is it? Some sort of discus or something, I think. I do get a bit scared. No, Phoebe, Gerry's in that. No, it's okay. It's okay, baby boy. Morning, Lactozo. But oh no. No. You can take the other half. But poor Gerry is trying to rest in his blankie. Fifi, no. Fifi. You pickle. It's okay, baby boy. Oh my gosh. Didn't give enough kisses, yeah. Gerry, you go give your wife some smooches. Thank you for the follow. Oh, Gerry, I'm sorry. I just shoved my thumb in behind your ear. There you go. There you go. Little man's. Someone I went to school with did one of the throwing events at the Olympics back in Tokyo. Oh, nice. Someone my sister works with was in the Olympics this year. And apparently she was very, like, casual about it. They were just like, someone said, oh, I heard you went to the qualifiers. Like, how did it go? And she was just like, oh, yeah, I got in. They were like, wait, you're in the Olympics? And she was just like, oh, yeah. Because I was wondering, like, some of the, like, obviously, the tennis players, there's, like, tennis all year round and so many, like, opens and all of this stuff. But I was thinking, like, if you're someone who does something like long jump, are there long jump competitions all year round? Like, what did long jump people do between the Olympics? Where do they go? Do they just spend, like, 4 years jumping really far? like World Athletics Championships, other events. I guess because I'm not really like a sports person or an athletics person, I I don't really know how much of it happens. I'm only really aware there's athletics on TV a lot of the year. Oh, okay. I sort of watch the Olympics vaguely, and then I don't really know what happens to them. They just disappear. Uh, is that cool BMX woman that did something with the yogs in the Olympics again? Oh, I don't know. I do not know who that is. It must have been before my time, question mark? There are many other events, but a lot of the athletes, if not most specifically from foreign countries, have regular jobs and lives too. Nice. I guess maybe in a way that is nicer than like I guess sometimes I worry that some athletes, I mean, obviously, I guess it is nice if you can you just do your thing that you love doing for a living. But I also think that sometimes when you see these athletes, like tennis players and stuff, and their entire life is just doing that one thing, you think maybe it would be nice to, you know, not have that sort of life pressure. But I guess it's different strokes for different folks, isn't it? Boo. Hello, Lifelike. Good morning, Matara. How we do? But yeah, y'all should do another sports event or or at least a Wii Sports tournament. Yeah, that would be fun. Because I guess it has been a while. Was the last one, did they do one in like... Wait, no, I'm thinking of 2012 because that was when it was in the UK last, wasn't it? Boo boo. But it must have been since then because we were in Bristol. The like sports day thing that Lydia and Tom commentated. Just made pancakes. Ooh. I'm currently on antibiotics, so I get to have an excuse to have a snack late at night because I'm like, well, I do need to take my tablet, so I guess I better. Oh, B-Real's just gone off. I guess I better you know, have a little snack just to just because I got to take it. Dude, look at this. Terry, this is what I've stolen from your bum whilst you've been lying there. You can't have it back. I'm sorry. Sorry. This is all mine now. When I was on antibiotics last week, I was on the silly, oh, can't eat with them ones. Oh no. Mine are very specific. They say, do not chew, have with food. I'm like, okay. So yeah, good excuse for little snacky. I took my first one at 8 at night because I just wanted to have it. And then I woke up in the morning and I was like, I need to change this because I'm not gonna get up and have breakfast at 8 in the morning. Like I'm awake, but I don't want to eat. I don't eat until after the bun stream. So although I did have a lie-in today, which was nice. Because I've been up the last 2 mornings and editing before streams or recording. So, Gerry, no. Gerry, no. Baby boy. You've gone and scrumpled your blinky. They've gone scrumpled. They've not had their treat yet, no. Maybe that's why he's fractious. That's why he's kicking off. Okay, let me move the big floof pile that I've stolen. Okay. Wait, what are you eating? Hello. Oh, did you hear it was Nana time? Pug, thank you very much for the 19 months. 19 months of Banui. As a celebration, they can have their... Oh. Oh my goodness. I need you to take one each. Thank you. Was that nice? The traditional check if Fifi check if Gerry has any left in his mouth for her to steal. All gone, Fifi. All gone, I'm afraid. Oh, bless. You've forgotten what you were doing now, Gerry. Okay, you do. See all the floof I stole over there on the carpet. Just leaving little piles of floof everywhere. She's determined to just scrumple Gerry up in blankie. Yeah, they have no respect for personal space whatsoever, bunnies. It's like I was cuddling Gerry last night and Fifi just came bounding over, shoved her face right up his bum, and then just sort of walked off. I was like, okay. I think he's used to it now. And just takes it in his stride. But she's got to check it's him. Oh, that reminds me. Unrelated. I think I have reached the point I was at in Tumba now, having accidentally overwritten my save. I think I am now caught up. So I should be able to carry on playing it. And I did start playing a little bit more. And then I was like, oh, is this naughty? Oh, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to carry on stream or just carry on in my own time. So I was like, okay, I'll stop now. And then I can decide later. But I was look at all this floof I've covered myself in. I was very tempted to carry on a bit more. I saw that I got so excited to see that Tom had played it because I went to load it up the other day. No, actually, I was I was looking through the network Dropbox and I saw that he'd played it and I was like, oh, and then I went to check Steam and I saw that it said like how much he'd played of it, and then the next day I happened to be talking to him and I was just like, I saw you played Tumba. Did you like it? But yeah, I've not seen his video, but he said he enjoyed it when I was chatting to him, so So yeah, but I do want to watch. Just because I don't know if he'd played it at all before, or if this was like a whole new, like just an entirely new game for him, or if he had the demo disc experience. But that was a really good tough there, Gerry. Sorry. The two of you play very similar games. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching through a Tom video the other day, and I was like, I really want to try this game. Very often there are games that I play that I'll suggest to Tom, or Tom plays that I'll be like, I want to play that. And yeah, suggest them to me, sort of thing. So it was very nostalgic, so I'm guessing he did play it before. Well, I guess that could mean he played it before, or sometimes people will just use that to describe what you call it, just like old games because they remind you of other games that you've played. He did play it as a boy? Oh, okay, nice. I wonder if he had a beard then. It's like little baby Tom, but they still have a beard. Is Tom your YouTube channel, or are you Tom's Twitch channel? Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I was just like, oh. But yeah, I'm excited to carry on playing more now that I've got a better handle on some of those levels. Because I was finding it so frustrating, I decided to just look up a map of the Mushroom Kingdom. So when I went through it again, I did it in a much more sensible fashion, and just went straight to the points that I needed to go to, because I could be like, because that is my one, I guess it's just like old game design, isn't it? That a lot of the time you just cannot see what is next on the page, and it's just sort of blind leaps and hoping that you get to something. Like, it's very spaced out with its platforms. So I was like, I'm just gonna, I still have to do all of the jumps, but it's just nice to know if I jump down here, there is gonna be something there for me to jump on, and I'm not just gonna just fall into the pit. Makes so much sense why you could play Tom so well in task boxes. You two play the same games. Yes, I've been method acting as Tom for many a year now. But yes. Tea. Sunny, you settled? Is that all you wanted to get up to do? Get it down your gullet, boy. Oh, that was so much fun to do. I remember when I filmed Taskbox, I was so happy because it was so much fun, but then I was so sad because I was like, I won't get to do this again now. Now I've had my go. It's like seeing everyone do their like favorite things videos, and I'm like, oh, I've already done mine. I don't get to do it again now. Oh my gosh. I need to do a bit of editing before I go into the office today. And I'm EP. I shouldn't have had my lie-in today. Was the kickoff to Tiny Teams a good time? Yeah, I don't know how the actual like launch stream went. But hopefully it was all good. But the warm-up one was fine. I had a bit of a bug in my game that made it slightly more difficult to play, but it was still enjoyable. It was basically, so I was a little robot, and say I was here, but my hands holding my weapon was like here. So if I wanted to aim for something here, I would actually have to aim here because the bullets would come out of me, but the aim was where the gun was. So it just took me a while to figure out, like, how do I actually aim at things? How do I actually do this? But once I had sort of, like, so I just died so much at the beginning and I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be an hour of people just getting frustrated with me. But once I actually figured out, like, once I'd started adjusting it and thinking of it in that way, it became a lot easier to play. But up until then, I was just like, I do not understand this game whatsoever. What am I doing? The Tiny Teams game schedule even it's on all of the Yogs socials. So it's on like Twitter and Instagram and Reddit. If you want to go and have a peepers at it. But today I can tell you that 2 till 5 is me, Kirsty and Rithian, but I don't know any of the rest of it. But yeah. But I guess I could have a thing for it in my, I guess actually today is the last day that I'm streaming on a Tiny Teams day, so it wouldn't actually be that helpful for me to have the timetable as a link. But yeah. Budgies. Oh, I have just seen the time. It is time for me to go and have a little snack so I can have my antibiotic. Oh, nice. Have they gone live for Tiny Teams yet? If they've got the first stream of the day? You can send people over to... I am doing tomorrow, yes. But I mean... sorry, I didn't explain that well. I mean, I won't be streaming on this channel for there to be any need to have a link for people to ask to send them to, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know. Vaguely. Makes sense in my head. I don't see him live, but we can still raid. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let's just go over to Yogs, because then people can watch and be prepared. Oh my goodness. So eepy. So eepy. And Kirsty will be here in about an hour, and then I get to see her. We can head into the office together. Well, everyone, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I'll see some of you later for Kirby. But if not, have fabulous weekends as well. And I will be on Yogs at 2. So look after yourselves. Stay hydrated. Clean your teeth. Eat your greens. And stay in school. But yes, everyone, bye-bye. Have fun. I don't know where Fifi is, so I cannot... Do I always want to say Kirsty then? Why do I keep on mixing up Kirsty and Fifi? Same energy. You can have a sleepy snuggly, Gerry. There you go. A lovely sleepy snuggler. Good night. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he be. Now go have some toast. Tea. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. There we go. Well done, Gerry. Good day's work.